Hi there, thank you so much for joining me for today's tower class. So for the tower class today, we're going to be working with two things over here on the tower. The first is the roll down bar, and it is at the very tippy top with my short yellow springs. And the second are my long yellow springs, also at the very tippy top with my loop handle combo. So we'll be using the loops for the feet, we'll be using the handles for the hands. If you prefer harder work, you can definitely be with the purple springs. Now, if you don't have an elevated surface like me, you can definitely do this on the other side of the tower on the floor or on the springboard. You would just need to adjust your springs since you would definitely be lower than this elevated surface. Now you can see the BOSU ball here today. We are working with the BOSU ball. It's definitely an optional prop. It's going to make everything like elevated 100 times harder. So I would recommend, if you don't feel stable on the BOSU, doing it complete without the BOSU. Don't have to have the BOSU for this class at all. Now, another prop that you might want to use as a substitute for the BOSU is a stability pad. This is a little bit easier to stand on, but still gives you a little bit more of that instability versus your stable floor. So you could have this prop, you could have the BOSU. I know some of you have the MiniMax. That might be an option as well. There'll be two exercises we're doing where we're laying back over the BOSU, but those are traditional exercises where you don't even need the BOSU. So you'll see me laying back over the BOSU, but you can definitely do that without the BOSU at all. So I'm going to work with the BOSU. You choose the prop of your choice, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to have the BOSU kind of right about halfway where my two pads come together, and pretty much based on your leg length. So you want to have your legs straight out onto the tower risers, and that BOSU's just a little bit away from you. Go ahead and pick up your roll down bar and hold it nice and wide with a tight grip. Now relax your shoulders down your back, lengthen your spine, and we're going to start to first connect to those lats. So with a nice inhale, you're holding that spine long. And as you exhale, you're just going to slightly put some pressure onto that bar and feel right at the armpits that connection and that squeeze. And then release the bar back. So with your exhale, you're knitting your ribs, you're sitting as tall as you can, you're squeezing into those lats, lengthening your spine, and then you're going to release that bar. We'll do that just a few more times, and then we're going to start to roll the spine back. Now again, I'm rolling back over the BOSU. You might be rolling all the way back to the mat. Before we roll back, we will add that connection just like we are doing right now. So take that connection, activate through the lats, and then scoop the abs and roll yourself back. So you're going back as far as comfortable for you. And then you're rolling right back up to sit up tall, and we'll repeat that again. So activate the lats, tuck the tailbone, scoop and roll back. Now, if you are joining me on that BOSU or even the MiniMax, you can lay back into a little extension if it feels okay. So I'm connecting to the lats, scooping the abs in, rolling back with the possibility of going all the way back into an extension, nodding the chin if I'm in extension, and rolling right back up. So take your time. We're just warming up through the spine, warming up through the breath. We'll do just a few more of those, pressing, connecting, and then moving. Let's go one more time here. Now, if you've been going into an extension, don't do that yet for this one. So go just about halfway back, but keep looking towards that tower in front of you. Pull the bar towards your sternum and resist it away. So again, if you're not working the BOSU, you're just here without any support. The BOSU's kind of a nice support here, but again, it's not a mandatory prop to have. So I'm pulling that bar to my sternum and resisting it away. Good. We'll go for 4 and 3 and 2. When the arms are straight, roll yourself all the way up. Sit tall. We'll go back again. So connect to the lats, tuck, scoop, and roll back and hold. I'm going to take the right side of the bar down and row to that side. Bring the left side of the bar down and come up. So I'm going one direction. Right goes down, I come towards me. Left goes down, I go away from me. So I'm going from right in, and on the left I'm going out. We'll do just a few more in this direction. Then we'll come up and switch directions. Good, last 2 here. And one more. Good. When you're back to the center, roll yourself up and sit tall. Let's go again. Connect to the lats. Hold the bar tight. Roll yourself back. This time, drop the left side of the bar. Pull towards you. Drop the right side of the bar. Come away from you. So the left side's down when you come towards you, and the right side's down when you go away. Keep hugging those abdominals in, using your breath to connect deeper. Good. We've got about 3 more here. And 2. And 1 more. When the bar is parallel to the floor, roll yourself all the way up. Now take your right hand to hold the center of the bar. Bring that left hand behind the head with the elbow wide. We're going to roll back just like we have been. So connect to the lat and then roll back. And then I want you to rotate to the left, reach the left arm, bring the left hand back behind the head, come back to the center, and roll up. Do that again. So I forgot the connection. So connect to the lat and then roll back. Rotate to the side, reach, bend, rotate to the center, and come back in. Just a few more here on this side, connecting and rolling back, lengthening to that left, or the left side, yeah, reach. I'm like, which side is this? It's my left side. Good, just a few more, so we're rolling back, opening left, reaching long, bending, and coming. Let's do 2 more, please, on this side. Connect and then roll. And open and reach. Come back to the center and all the way up. This will be our last one. Rolling back, open and reach. Come back to the center and roll up. Time to switch sides. Left hand goes on. Right hand behind the head. Let's sit up nice and tall to start. Ribs and abs in. Connect to that bar. Roll yourself down. Open to the right and reach, bend the arm, rotate to the center, and roll up. Good. So we're connecting, rolling back, opening and reaching, bending to the center, and rolling up. Nice. Just a few more of these. Hopefully you're enjoying it. This is our nice warm up. It's going to get more intense. Again, I know I told you there's going to be a lot of balancing today, a lot of standing today. Don't worry, we're still doing it, but we've got to get everything warmed up and ready to go before we get into those more challenging positions. Let's go 2 more. Connect and roll back, open and reach. Take that arm behind the head, come forward and stack. This is our last one. Connect and roll back, open and reach. Bring the hand behind the back to the tower and come all the way up. You can let that bar go down. We're going to turn around, and based on your height, again, we might need to move that BOSU, but I want you to lay all the way down so you're about arm's distance from the tower and grab the straps for your feet. The farther we are away from the tower, the more challenging, so you can always adjust where you are. You can hold that tower with your hands. That's going to be more supportive. I'm going to take the option of my arms just resting to the mat for more challenge. Come to a little froggy, drop that tailbone, nice neutral pelvis. Your heels are together, your knees are wide. I want you to squeeze those legs long. You'll probably connect to the BOSU and then come right back in. So again, the BOSU here, we're going to be using in a little bit, but right now we can kind of use it as a proprioceptive tool to know where our legs are. So you're going low enough to try to reach to the BOSU. Good. Again, I'm using my yellow springs. If you're feeling you've done this workout a few times and you want more challenge, purple's definitely the option to take if you want more. I would definitely start with yellow and add purple if you feel up to the challenge. Good. Really reaching those legs long and low away from you, and then back to froggy. Now, when the legs are long the next time, hold them long and come to parallel. Now come in and out in parallel, reaching those legs towards you. Really activate and squeeze the back of the legs to press those legs towards or away from the tower. Good. My legs are squeezing tight. My tailbone's down. Now I could even take my arms to the ceiling if I wanted more challenge here to make sure I'm not using I'm not holding on, so my legs have to work more. I have to use that core more to stabilize. Now we're going to combine the two. When you're out the next time, hold. Open the legs, you're in a turnout, so you come in froggy, you go to parallel and go out. So rotate to turnout to come in, rotate to parallel to go out. So it's a turnout to come in, a parallel to go out. And each time my calves are connecting to that BOSU, so it's a nice proprioceptive tool to know where my legs are in space. Good. After one more, we're going to reverse that direction. So come in parallel, open your knees, go out and turn out. So parallel to come in, turn out to go out. Getting those legs nice and warmed up, laying down, and then we're going to stand. So parallel to come in and turn out to go out. After two, we're going to stay out. So here's one more, and then keep those legs out. Now go to parallel. We're going to take those legs and do little one leg up and down, so walking. So one leg taps the BOSU, the other leg taps the BOSU. I'm reaching those legs as long as I can away from that tower, tapping, tapping, down and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Both legs together and little circles, down, up and around together, down, up and around together. So I'm not having any movement here from the head to the tail. I'm just doing nice little circles with those legs. Good. 2 more. 1 more and reverse. So we're going around, down, and up the center. Around, down, and up the center. The last thing we'll end with are some swimming frogs. We're going to be doing double leg swimming frogs and single leg swimming frogs. So here's one more circle. When the legs are together, go to a turnout again. Come into your froggy first. Reach the legs out wide and swim them together down and low by the BOSU. So you're into froggy, opening the legs, swimming them together, and repeating. Right now, both legs are moving. We're going to work our brain a little bit and do one leg at a time. Let's go 3 more doubles. And 2 more doubles. And 1 more double. Now let's just go right first and then left. So right leg comes in, out, and around. Left leg comes in, out, and around. So you've got to keep one leg still as the other leg moves. Good. In, out, and around. In, out, 3 more. Try not to move the pelvis. 2. 1 more each, and then we're going to go back to doubles and reverse the frog. So we'll open first, pull the heels together, and go long. So you're opening to the wide, heels together, and long. Starting with doubles, I think that's a little easier for our brain. Again, your arms can be wherever you like. I have mine up for more challenge. You could have them holding the tower or down. Good. This is our last one. Take your time. And then we're going to go right only. Open, bend, and straight. Left, open, bend, and reach. Right, open, bend, and reach. Left, open, bend, and reach. Right, and left. Good. 2 more rounds. Right, and really reach, and left, and reach. 1 more. Right, and reach, and left, and reach. Good. Bring the legs in, and then set the feet on the BOSU, about sit bones distance apart. Now I'm going to just let my arms rest to the side. I want you to lift your hips straight up to a bridge and lower back down. Lift straight up to a bridge and lower down. Again, if you need to adjust the BOSU, you can. You could also have your feet, remember, on the MiniMax or on the foam pad or just on the floor. Good. We're going to go for 3. and 2. Now, when you're up the next time, I want you to stay up in that bridge and start marches. Control the spring. The right leg comes to table and down. The left leg comes to table and down. So we're marching right and left. The spring's going to want to pull you quick, and you've got to use your muscles to resist that pull. Good. Just marching right and left with the hips nice and high. One more right and one more left. And then when your right leg is lifted, let's hold that leg in table and then reach it long and low away from the tower and back to table. Keep your hips lifted. This is endurance in that left glute as we're moving through the right leg. Good. We'll go 4 more, bending and straightening. And 3. Here's 2. Now when the leg is straight, I want you to hold it straight. Now we're going to kick it up and kick it down. You've got 2 choices. You can keep resistance on the spring, meaning it's a small kick, or you can let the resistance go and kick all the way up and to the tower, find the resistance again, and kick to the BOSU. So you choose. The second option's a little harder. You have to control it a little bit more because you're letting go of the resistance, kicking up, and then finding that resistance again. But of course you're feeling the left glute, right? It is burning, holding you there. It's like, what the heck? I've got to do all this work while my right leg gets to play. Last 2, we'll do that leg next. And 1 more. Now we're going to hold that leg long and low to the BOSU and start little circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, set it down and lower your hips. Back to bridges. Lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. Nice. Now we're going to do just a few of these double leg bridges, and then we're going to do the marches, but we're going to combine them with the bridges. So as you lift your hips is when you're going to march. So let's do 1 more with the feet down, and then we'll give it a go. So you'll lift your hips, right leg comes to march, you lower your hips. Lift your hips, left leg comes to march, you lower your hips. So it's a little more dynamic because a lot more is happening at once here. A little harder to work. Good. Takes a little bit more focus and concentration. Nice work. Now we've got about 4 more, and then we get to play on that left side and let our right side work a little more endurance. So the next time the left leg is lifted, hold it there. Now that left leg goes long away from the tower and back to table. Long away from the tower and back to table. Right leg is supporting you. That glute is working, holding your hips steady and square. Good. We've got 3. And here's 2. Now I'm going to hold that leg straight. You have those 2 choices. Keep the spring taut and make a small kick, or join me for that big kick, but don't lose your bridge. Lift it high. That spring gets slack, you reconnect and reach it down. So you could let the spring slack, reconnect, and reach it down. Keep lifting those hips. I think my left glute is shaking. Not my left, my right. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I apologize. I'm saying right and left all wrong. It must be too early for rights and lefts for me. It's Sunday morning. Last one. Now I'm going to take my leg and go long and low and do little circles, but my hips are square. 8, 7, 6, 5. My right glute's screaming. 3, we're almost there. You can do it. 2, reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You made it. Lower the hips. Take the straps off of the... Well, let's not take the straps off the feet, right? We deserve a stretch. Take the legs to the ceiling. You can grab those handles and really drop your tailbone down and start to pull the legs towards you. Flex your feet, squeeze the fronts of the legs. Really drop that tailbone heavy so you're getting a stretch in your hamstring. If you bring your feet too far forward and go to imprint, it's a really great back stretch, but but I want those hamstrings to stretch. So we're going to keep that tailbone heavy, flex the feet, squeeze the fronts of the legs, and get that nice release. Good work. And then you can take your legs wide. Sometimes I like to just sway side to side here. It feels nice. And then we'll do one more stretch, and that's going to be our butterfly. So you can bring the soles of the feet together, close or onto the BOSU, and take a butterfly. This is all we've got laying down. It is time to stand. So when you're ready, take those straps off of your feet, set them down, and roll up. All right, we are going to be standing now, and you'll most likely need that BOSU quite a bit closer to the tower. If it's farther away, it's harder, but we're going to be holding onto the tower for support. So I have my right foot on top of the BOSU. I'm going to hold onto the tower, and my left foot's going to go in that long loop. Now, I think I came a little too close, because it's going to be too easy if I'm too close. So I've got my right foot at the very tippy top of my BOSU. I am hinged forward. Remember, I'm not rounded forward, but I'm nice and long. I have a little bend in this right knee, and my left leg's behind the BOSU. I'm going to start kicking that leg back behind me, squeezing the bottom and towards the floor. So again, if you're not on the BOSU, you're just on the mat, or you might be on that stability pad. Make sure you're not moving your hips at all. It is a concentrated squeeze of your bottom to push that leg back and bring it forward. Good. Keep those hips square for now. We will do a second round with a turnout position. Now let's hold that leg back up and then bend the knee towards you, kick it back away. Bending it in, kicking. Resist the pull of the spring in, push and press. Now again, it's just like those bridges. Your left leg gets to play and your right leg's like in timeout or something, having to do all the work. It'll get to play next. Guess it's not in timeout, it's in time in. It's like completely on, completely connected, completely working. Now when we're out the next time, you're going to stay out and do little pulses, up an inch, 4, 3, 2, and hold it up. Turn your hip open, but notice your right knee didn't change and your body still stayed to the tower, and you just have that hip open. Lower the leg, lift the leg. So we're doing the exact same movement. It's just going to focus on that side glute now because we're in a turnout position. 3, 2, hold it up for that bend and stretch. Pull the knee up high, push and press it out. Knee up, push and press away. Resist the spring, push and press. 3, 2, hold the leg and little pulses up an inch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, we're going to turn and have our right side to the tower. So you are still holding on with the right hand. Sorry, your right leg's still working as our left leg is moving. Bring that left leg a little in front of the BOSU. Take a little bitty squat with the right leg. Open the left leg to the side, but don't hike the hip up. Keep it down. Bring the leg back and stand. So you're doing a squat, open, close, and stand. Squat, open, close, and stand. You should be looking right up in front of you. I don't know why I'm looking down at my water bottle, but I'm going to look right up in front. Keep that length through the spine. Good. Two more. One more. Now hold it out and pulse it to finish. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, second leg ready to go. I want your left foot at the very tippy top of the BOSU. Your right foot's going to go into the longer loop. You are not rounded, you are hinged forward with your right leg behind the BOSU, squaring your hips, squaring your shoulders, glute squeeze back, squeeze your bottom, and bring it forward. Don't just bring the leg back, squeeze your bottom and bring it forward. Good. Now it's the left leg's turn to stabilize. Nice, here's 2. The next one, you're back. Do your bend in, push it away. Bend it in, moving through molasses, push it away. 3 and 2. Grand finale, we hold it back and little pulses. 8, squeeze the bottom. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take your right hip and open it, but notice your left knee did not change. You're going with that right leg and turn out, kicking back, resisting forward. Kicking back, resisting forward. Good. Three more kicks. 2 more kicks. Now let's keep that knee facing the side and do your bend in, push and press back. Bend. Who else is like feeling the left? Oh my gosh, I'm going to keep breathing. That left glute is like, why are we still here? You're not done yet. Three, 2, grand finale, hold it back there, little pulses, you're doing great. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we got to change positions. So that'll give us a second of rest, right? So our left foot is at the very tippy top. Your left hand's holding on. Right leg is a little in front. Now I want you to do a micro bend in that left knee. Open the right, but don't hike the hip up. Keep it down. Come back to parallel and stand. So you're going into your little squat, opening, closing, and standing. Nice and controlled. Good. 3 to go. Keep that right hip down. Sometimes it's nice to use your hand there. Make sure it's not hiking. Doesn't have to be a big motion. Hold your next one down, hold it out, and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's give the legs well, I'm getting ready to say let's give the legs a break, but there's going to be no rest because we're standing on the BOSU. Let's focus on arms. So you're going to grab your handles, and then I would probably move the BOSU out just enough. You don't want it to be pulling you back. So let's just kind of see. So I want you to stand on the BOSU, and yeah, that's going to be pulling me back. And see where you can do a chest press. And staying on the BOSU with both feet. You can come a little bit farther forward. Hey, know that those feet wide is going to give you more support. So just as wide as you need to go, and you're pressing the arms forward and back. If standing on the BOSU does not work for you with both feet, you could have one foot behind the BOSU, and you might have to bring the BOSU out a little bit farther. Or you could have one foot maybe in front of the BOSU, in which case the BOSU probably needs to go back a little bit. So find a nice position where you're getting enough work. You've got to use those abs to not let the springs fling you back. Good. I'm most likely leaning forward a little, that's fine. I just want to control the springs. 3 more. 2 more. When my arms are straight, I'm going to turn my palms in and open to a hug a tree, close. Open and close. Good. 3, 2. When you're in a hug a tree the next time, you're going to hold it, but make sure you can see those hands. I don't want them behind you. You have those fingers in your peripheral vision. You're going to bring the right arm down, left arm up, do a little lean to that side. Bring it back. My knees are slightly bent. I'm going to the other side. So as you rotate to the side, you continue to push forward into those hands as you rotate. Keep pushing forward into the hands as you rotate. Good. One more each side. Come back to the center. Reach those arms forward. Turn your palms down. Tricep bend and press. Bend and press. Three, 2, and 1. Nice. Let's take those arms down for a little rest. Now, if you need to scoot your BOSU back, you can, because we're going to step in front of the BOSU, so it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge. So I'm bringing my thumbs to my armpits. I want you to step your right foot forward. Punch your arms forward. Bring your arms back and step it back. Take your left foot forward. Punch your arms forward. Bring them back. Step back. So it's a lot more dynamic. There's more happening here. We're not just standing still. We are moving the low body. So you step, punch, back, and on top. Step, punch, back, on top. Good. Four more. 3 more. 2 more. I don't know how my counting ended up like this. We've got to do 1 more each side so we're even. 1 more left. I got so focused on the counting. And then release. Good job. Now set your left strap down. I'm going to turn to my right. And when I'm standing on top of the BOSU, there shouldn't be all this slack. So let's move our BOSU out a little bit so that when we stand on top, it shouldn't be pulling us, but when we reach the arms forward, we should feel it. So I've got my feet again wide. That strap's right in front of my sternum. I feel a little pull, not too much so they can't control it. And I'm going to take my arms forward and bring them back. Now this should feel good. It shouldn't feel like the hardest thing you're doing because we're adding to it. But I want you to feel this is a little work on that lateral line of the body. Good. So we're bringing the arms forward and back. Good. 3 more. 2 more. Now it's more challenging. The arms go forward, you hold. Rotate away from the tower, towards the tower, and bend. Let's do that again. So you go forward, rotate, rotate, and bend. Nice job. Forward, rotate, rotate, and bend. I told you to get harder, but just wait. There's more. So we're going to come forward, rotate. Let's do 3 more. Then we'll take just a second to regroup and add on 1 more. Good. Now, the next thing we're adding is a step off the BOSU. So again, we're stepping away from the tower, more challenge. So always move your BOSU to the tower if you need it easier. So I want you to punch the arms forward and step the left foot to the left, then rotate, center, come to your sternum and step on. So you step off as you punch forward, you rotate, rotate, come back on. Step and punch, twist, twist, step and center. Step and punch, twist, twist, step and center. Nice work. 3 to go. 2 more. Now one more, we're gonna hold it here and twist 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back on top, bring the hand to the sternum, put the strap in your left hand. The elbow angles down. You're gonna draw a sword down low and back. Draw a sword down low and back. Good. Nice work. 2 more. 1 more. And that side's over. Okay, set that strap down. I'm gonna step off the BOSU before I turn around and then turn around for the other side. Okay, so up on top of that BOSU or your prop of choice, you're holding the strap. And again, it should be the same. If it's not, you can always adjust, but it should feel like it's pulling you a little, but manageable. So a little bend in the knees, the arms go forward, back to your sternum. Remember, if the feet are wider, it is going to be easier. So you can challenge yourself where the feet are. Good, right now we're reaching forward and towards our sternum. Let's go for 3. And for 2. Now we're gonna hold the arms out forward in front of you, twist to the right, back to the center, and then back to the sternum. So you go forward, twist, twist, and towards you. Forward, twist, twist, and towards you. Good. 2 more. 1 more, then we'll take a second to regroup before we add our step. So this time, when you push forward, you're at the same time stepping the right foot out. So that was your second of recovery. Here we go. Push forward, step the right foot, twist, center, step on top, hands to the sternum. Step and lift or reach, twist, and back. As you step, you reach, twist, twist, and back. Good. 3 and 2. 1 more, hold it and twist for 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, and 1. Step back on top. Wider feet is easier. Right hand has the handle. You're doing that back hand draw the sword low and back. Good. Stand up tall. We'll be here for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Let's step off the BOSU. We've got 1 more segment left standing, thank goodness, and then we're coming down. Okay, so for this one, we're doing our chest expansion. So we will face the tower, holding those handles. Again, wider feet easier, narrow feet harder. So you should have a nice position. Let's try our first one and just see how it feels. So shoulders down the back, abs in. You're gonna press those arms right by your sides. Look right, look left, and then come forward. If that pulled you too much, go a little bit farther forward. Let's try it again. Bring those arms back, look left, look right, and then bring it forward. So it should feel doable, but challenging. Nice. Connecting back, looking left and right and forward. Connecting back, looking right and left and forward. Connecting back, looking left and right and forward. Now connect back, don't look anywhere, just forward and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna push the arms back and come into a nice squat like you were gonna go skiing. Reach those arms back, keep that chest lifted, and then come right back out of it. I have not skied in 30 years, mainly because when I did ski, I tore my MCL and I was out of track season for an entire year. So my daughter just learned to ski, and I shouldn't say learned, she went skiing for the first time, and she skied like me, straight down the hill. But luckily, she's 13, she did not get hurt. So it was very funny, deja vu, watching her ski straight down the hill, just like me. I would ski and run straight into the ski rack. Luckily, she didn't run into anybody. So we'll do just a few more, keeping that chest up, lowering those hips down, and 2 more. Now we're gonna hold that last one back. You've got it, hold it back, tricep bend, press. Chest is lifted. 3, 4, I don't know why I'm counting up. We're counting down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. All right, biceps, you might need to scoot back a little. I'm gonna scoot back a smidge. So this time our arms are at 90 degrees. When you squat down, don't come forward. Do that long back squat, like you're gonna be squatting with that back against the wall behind you, and then coming right back up. So I'm doing a squat with my back just sliding down the wall behind me. Now everybody's legs are different. Don't go super far. I was teaching this all week, and just know your body. If you go too far and you can't get up, there's no one there to help you. So don't go too far. Just go down as far as you can and then come back up. So important to work towards your edge and not past it. There's no reason to go past it. Everyone's body's different. So we're going up and down and up and down. Ooh, nice knee crack. Just a few more. I think everything's popping now. I've got feel some ankle pops. Hopefully it's good pops. After 1 more, we're gonna hold it halfway and press those arms towards you. Bicep curls. Curl. Keep those shoulders down your back. Go lower if you can. This is it. I can't go any lower. My legs are screaming. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step off the BOSU and put your straps away. Really good job. Okay, I think we're done. What do you think? I think that's enough. Let's take some stretches. So I want you to face your tower. Let's go ahead and step our knees. You might need to bring your BOSU in a little bit, but I'm gonna have my left knee on the BOSU, my right foot on the floor, and I'm going into a lunge stretch. And again, the BOSU is a nice cushion. Your stability cushion might be nice. You can also just have the knee on the floor, but we're lifting the chest up, opening through the front of the body. Oh, my heart rate got up on that one. After 1 more, I want you to lean back, pop up those right toes, and drop your chest forward for a hamstring stretch. Slow your breath down. Come back forward, take that left arm to the ceiling, and then lean to the right. And then come back up and bring the hand down. Now we can switch sides, so I'm gonna step backwards, put my right knee on top of the BOSU, and bring my left foot forward, holding onto that tower for support, and then coming into my lunge stretch. Little back bend here, just opening through the front of the body. Good. Now press your hips back, lift your left toes, and drop your sternum forward. Remember, if you squeeze the front of the leg, your back of the leg will release a little more. If you flex your left toes closer towards you, you'll get bigger, deeper stretch. Focus on squaring those hips as well. And then let's come forward again. This time the right arm's going to reach to the ceiling, and then I want you to lean just to the left. And come right back up, both hands on. You can step and stand up. We're going to take a figure 4 standing. Just to let the BOSU come out of your way. Cross your right leg over your left. You're going to hold on to the tower and just lean back into your stretch. Since my glute tear and labrum tear, this has been probably the most kind of intense stretch. So I cannot go very far at all on this side especially. So I guess my right side just wanted to even up with the left because the left was always the tweaky side. The right's like, no, let's even the score here, and we're going to both be challenging. And then let's come up and switch. So I'll take my left leg, cross it over the right, and come back again. And then after this last breath, bring both feet down. Bring your feet about sit bones distance apart. Go ahead and walk down the tower until your hands can come to the floor. Just let your head, your neck, your shoulders relax. You might want to take a few little nods, yes and no. Just let any resistance or tension you're holding in your neck go. And then I want you to grab opposite elbow with opposite wrist. Just let your body hang. I always like a soft knee here just to keep my back protected a little bit or keep those joints soft. Release the arms to the floor. The slowest movement you've done today. We're just going to roll ourselves up to standing against that imaginary wall behind you. Just one vertebrae at a time, rolling up, rolling up, rolling up to stand. Let the shoulders go down and back. Lift the sternum. Take a big breath all the way in. And let it go. You made it. Thank you so much for joining me for this tower class. As always, I love to hear your feedback and comments and even suggestions for future classes. I hope to work out with you soon, and I hope you have a great day.